Okay, I could go over there. I could do that. I'm good with that. I'll go over there. And be okay with whatever way that you are being intuitively guided. I do believe that we are in a time where our spirit guides is right here with us, ancestors right here with us. People are with us to help us to move. I was talking to somebody, I don't even know who it was, and they went into a room and some lady, a prophetess, reader, I don't know, somebody tapped in, said, "Who are you?" And she said, "Why you asked me that?" She said, "Because you came in here with an entourage." She was like, "I came by myself." She said, "Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, your people here." Your people here. Your people with you. All of them. You walking in the room, you think you by yourself, but you have a cadre. You have an entourage of angels with you. Like, believe, don't believe, but that's what the lady said, and I believe her. I believe that we don't walk alone. I do believe that we have a cadre of angels with us, that we have an entourage of ancestors. When we say that we are our ancestors' wildest dreams, they with us, pushing people out the way. You get over there, they already in the room cleaning house before you get there. They already saying, you need to leave. You need to go home. You got a problem. So before you even get there, they already, whoever the problem is, has already been released from the space so that the space is yours. Oh, where's so and so? She had to go. Oh, did she now? Especially if it's somebody that you know, you like, there's always some kind of clash there, and all of a sudden they not in the room no more. They gone. Come on. You got to count those. You got to count those. You have to count those as blessings. You got to count those as, yeah, somebody cleaned that up before I got there. I believe in my whole heart that that's true. I believe that we do not walk alone. Contrary to how I was raised to believe, I do believe we're not alone. I do believe our people are with us. I do believe angels are with us. Like, I can't account for the miracles in my life if you tell me that it ain't nobody. Who I'm gonna get a credit to? I can't give it to me just because I wished upon a star, wished upon a dream. The things that line up in your life, we got to give credit where credit is due. God is making moves for all of us, for all of us. So I pulled our affirmation cards, and the first one I pulled says, "My income is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing." It says, "I begin now, today." So it doesn't matter about yesterday. I begin now, today, to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. And today is 1818. 9/18/25. Nine in the beginning, nine at the end. 1818. It's another portal, y'all. And this portal is about to be open for 9 months, starting today. So today is the day. The day is the day that you write it all out, set the intention, and watch it up level. Starting with the intention that I am going to pay attention to my intuition. Pay attention to your intuition, to your intuitive nudges. When your intuition tell you that it's not going to work, why you keep doing it? Why you keep on trying to make somebody? You can't make them. They don't want to. So quit that. Let them go, let it go. It's not working. Sometimes we really got to be brave to step into what God is putting right in front of your face. People be like, and you be like, what? And then you stay in the mess. You stay in what's not working. You stay what's not serving you. You stay in all the wrong stuff. So we can't. The next one says the key to creativity is knowing that my thinking creates my experience. I use this key in every area of my life. Guess what? If you thinking ain't gonna work, didn't work last time. Guess what? You right. Ain't gonna work. It says, I am a clear thinker and I express myself with ease. Know that God is always talking to you. And some of the most synchronistic ways, synchronistic, what's the word? Matching days, time. I turn on YouTube every morning, right? And I listen to meditation music to do my meditation with. But this morning, this other thing came up. And it says, I'm ready for my financial blessings. It says you have to want it more than hate what it takes to get it done. So you have to love it more than hate what it takes to get it done. One of the speakers said, if you're willing to suck at anything for 100 days, on the other side of it, you'll be a new person. So I'm like, what can I do for 100 days? What can I sink my teeth into for 100 days? This other reader that I listened to, he said, I used to be a person that started a lot of things but didn't finish. Started but didn't finish. And he said, because I would start in a week's time, if it didn't look like it was doing something, I would quit. So he said, now I put a rule that whatever I start, I have to stick to it for 90 days. So that's the same thing this guy said. He said 100 days. So that's the same message two times in 24 hours. So I heard the 90 days last night. I heard the 100 days this morning. So like 12 hours. I've heard the same thing. So what can you do for 100 days that you could sink your teeth in and really focus on that one thing for 100 days? Or if you say, I'm going to do more than one thing, that means whatever the thing is, you got to at least give it an hour for 100 days. So if you want to do more than one thing, then okay, then let's say you want to do three things. That's 3 hours a day that you have to commit to whatever the thing is. So start your 100 days today. If you want to start your 100 days today, put a one in the chat. 100 days for one thing that you are going to stick to, because we are in a space where we have to set the intention today. That's what I'm telling you. Today, set the intention for whatever it is, and then commit to 100 days from the day. Somebody look at the date and tell me what the half mark is for 100 days and what the final mark for 100 days is, and we're going to all go in together. One of the things that I'm starting a school community for women and for health. And I'm doing it in a membership form, and my membership is going to be $47. And this $47 is going to give you all of my knowledge, all of my courses, all of my ebooks, and I have thousands of them. thousands, hundreds of classes. So I'm in the process. I started probably a week ago uploading everything into it before I launch it. And so one of the things that kept coming up was, what's the price? Like, what's the price point? What's the price point? And at first I kept saying I was going to do it for free until I got that $422 ticket that I can't really afford to pay for. So I'm like, nope, freeze out the window, $47 a month. So there's 8 billion people on the planet. If I get 100 of them, that replaces my income at my job. Okay, so 100 days is 2 days after Christmas. Let's say, let me write that down in my notes. 100 days is December 27th. And what you say the half mark was? Let me open the chat because I can't see the chat.
November 7th.
November 7th. Okay. November 7th is the halfway mark. And so, and the other thing is, if you skip a day, you have to start over. Hey, John, you have to start over. You have to start your 100 days over because it's not going to work if you break it. Remember, I did 100 interviews in 100 days? I didn't skip a day. Matter of fact, I ended up doing 106 interviews. And that was on a challenge. We over here living life trying to make it do what it do. Mr. John. So whatever that thing is, it could be going to the gym for 100 days. It could be eating healthy for 100 days. Whatever it is, you will not be the same if you focus on that thing for 1 hour a day. Even if you say an hour is too much, 30 minutes. A lot can be done in 30 minutes. There's a method called the Pomodoro method. The Pomodoro method says work for 25 minutes. Stop. Take a break. Work for 25 more minutes. People get way more done in that amount of time. You might have to give up one of your TV shows, one of your podcasts or something. But take the hour of power for yourself. What can you do in 100 days? So in 100 days, I'm going to keep loading up my space for people to get the healing work that they need. Some of the things that I can't speak about in public, I can speak about in that private group. I could talk to you how to resolve cancer and diabetes and high blood pressure and all of the things that they would want you to believe that are incurable. Incurable means curable from the inside only, which means you must go within to cure without. And I could talk about it over there. These spaces over here, they be all mad at you. You say the wrong thing. Let me see, what else did they say that was so um ah he said, if you are having a bad day, it is not that you're in a bad season. It's you're having a bad day and you're talking about that bad day or the string of bad days the rest of the year. He said, if you're having a bad day, why don't you make your intention to have a good day, string a couple of them together, some good days, and it'll change the season in your life. Summer has been amazing. So focus on having a good day. A good day is a bad season does not make. He said, but a good day during a bad season is a bite-sized victory. So take the victories. Take the victories and do the things. Um, he says the difference between a happy life and an unhappy life is not about how many good days or bad days you've had. It comes down to which days you think about over and over again. What you thinking about? We've been talking about that. If you think about what you've been thinking about, you're going to see it in your life. Oh, I ain't got enough money. And then what you see? I ain't got enough money. Oh, he treats me terrible. He treats you terrible. Oh, my job is horrible. My job is horrible. But if you turn everything around to the gratitude of the good thing, if you focus on good, if you focus on gratitude and you start to send your mind that way, guess what happens to your mind? Your mind can only find good when you start to do that. When you start to think about your mind and what your mind is thinking, listen, you will find the good in some of the worst situations. One of my guys sent me a picture of a compactor that he couldn't get to because the trash was piled so high in front of it. And I said, well, make you a path. And what that's going to equate to you is some good overtime tonight. He said, you know what? I could use some overtime. I was just thinking I wanted to buy me something. And it wasn't in my budget. I said, well, there you go. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And so let me jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude. It starts with the word, the secret to having it all is knowing that you already do. The secret to having it all is knowing that you already do. So fill in the 4 blanks. One beautiful reason to be happy right now. Something I currently have that I always wanted. A person, place, or thing that makes my life easier and happier. Something about me that's worth celebrating. And then it goes, the affirmation says, the next inspiration, solution, or insight I need is always right where I am. The next inspiration, solution, or insight I need is always right where I am. 100 days was said last night. 100 days was said this morning. That's the next insight, the next solution, the next inspiration. 100 days, starting today on this 1818. That's open right now. Okay, we love you. Right now. I mean, there will be opportunities to begin again, but why wait? Why wait? Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. All right, let me do our deep breath of life because I got to ask you a question before we go. Today is 1818. It starts with the words, just keep driving. Just keep driving. I love these books so much because the wording speaks so deeply to what we are doing and what we are working on. Just keep driving. And the quote says, the dogs bark and the caravan moves on. That's a Persian maxim. It says, as I was driving around a bend on a country road, a huge dog jumped at the car window and started barking vehemently. After my initial surprise and moment of fear, I took a breath and realized I was entirely safe and protected. The dog stayed quite close to the car for a while, but I kept driving calmly. Soon he could not see up in the car and he retired from his chase. I saw our encounter as a metaphor for the way troubles jump at us in life. Suddenly, unexpected beasts seem to lurch at us from out of nowhere, and we may be tempted to become afraid and run or counterattack. The answer, however, is usually very simple. Just keep driving. Who you are, a spiritual being, and where you live deep within yourself is entirely protected from any passing event. We fuel the upsets of life by getting into the ring and battling them. If you just keep moving toward your chosen destiny, any worldly difficulty will eventually drop away. You are bigger than anything that bothers you. I love the story in the film Tucker, The Man and His Dream. In 1947, Preston Tucker developed an automobile that was many years ahead of its time, with a range of features that have since become standard equipment. Because his invention posed a threat to other auto manufacturers, he was squashed and falsely accused of crimes. As his trial was being conducted, Tucker doodled. Eventually, Tucker was acquitted, and he showed his sketches to his wife, schematic plans for a new kind of refrigerator with the potential to revolutionize the industry. Tucker wasted none of his precious time. Why bother with a trial when we can be creating things that will change the world? Pay as little attention as possible to your troubles or others or the world, and as much attention as possible to your dreams. You'll receive more of whatever you invest your energy in. You are bigger than any dogs that bark at you as you pass. I pray to keep my vision high. Help me to be true to my dreams. Steadfast in truth, I march on into destiny. I feel very goosebumpy right now. I feel electricity in my fingers from those words because I know that we are tempted to fight battles, to fight people, to fight situations, to get in the ring and fight losing battles. There are certain things that silence is way more powerful. Silence wins. Silence is so powerful that people don't know what to do. They don't know what they don't like. What's she about to do? What's she about to say? They have no idea what you about to do. And it could be nothing. It could be just move along. But they have no idea because you haven't given any inkling of what you're about to do next. They don't know if you about to haul off and do something or whether you about to walk off and know something. Way more power in silence. We don't got to go tit for tat with nobody. And sometimes it seems so tempting to let them know, but you don't have to. You do not have to. Just keep driving. This man was on trial. And while he was on trial, he's drawing what they thought was doodling. And he's made a whole schematic for a new type of refrigerator in the 1940s. He said, I'm not about to waste my time paying attention to what they doing. Let them do what they do because I know I ain't do nothing. You do your job and I'm going to sit here and do mine. Sometimes we go for the things or fight when we don't have to. Pay as little attention as possible to your troubles, to the world's troubles, to other people's troubles. If you can lean in and help a little bit and it doesn't, then yes, by all means do that. But whatever you give your attention to is where your energy will be. So it says, and as much as it says, pay a little as little attention as possible to your troubles, and as much attention to as possible to your dreams. You will receive more of whatever you invest your energy in. So, what will you invest your energy and time in? See, time is the only commodity we can't get back. Money we can get again, stuff we can get again, but your time you cannot. Once it is spent, it is gone. You cannot add 1 cubit of time to your life. So, why waste it? Doing things you don't want to do, being places you don't want to be. And what's the quote from what's the magic quote we got this year? If you knew how powerful your thoughts are, you wouldn't think anything. If you knew how powerful your words are, you wouldn't just say anything. And if you knew how powerful your presence is, you wouldn't just be anywhere. Quit that. Quit that. I pray to keep my vision high. Help me to stay true to my dreams. You know that you have been leaning into your stuff when other people are calling you about your dream. They heard you say something, they saw you somewhere, and they say, hey, I know this company that could do that thing that you've been working on, that thing you put on the shelf. Let me help you with that. And then my other friend said, I'm about to get this space, so why don't I give you a room in the space and you can see your clients and do your thing and make yourself a healing house in this part of my business, because I really want to see you win. How is people calling me about my dream? Because we got a cadre of angels with us. We got angels and spirit guides speaking to people, speaking into people's hearts in your behalf. God knows what you need. You just got to pay attention. And then the other thing is we got to be brave enough to say yes. Say yes. Don't be afraid to take the meeting. Don't be afraid to say yes to yourself, for your family, for your dream. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes to all of it. I'm gonna say yes to all of it. Like, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm just so excited to see. You know, all you have to do is ask, and then the response is, "Your wish is my command." When T. Harv Eker talked about the genie in the bottle, we often heard the story that the person got 3 wishes. But there's nothing in any of the text that says 3 wishes. It is unlimited wishes. You can have all of the wishes. Your wish is my command. I'm so excited for all of us. I'm so excited for what each of us will do in our own right, in your own thing, whatever that is. Most of us are doing some of the same things. Some are doing different things. Some are doing the same things, but in your own way. So I'm just so grateful and excited to see how everybody's stuff is going to turn out in 100 days. Now we have put a measuring stick on it. We're not just talking. Because guess what? We're going to be here for the next 100 days. So the other thing, I wanted us to get ready to start the 12 weeks of the Artist Way, either on Saturday or Sunday. And so timing is a thing. So we have to figure out what time of day we're going to do this reading. And I know that this is very pivotal for us to do it now because it needs to be done before the end of the year so that we take all this newness into the new year. So it's a couple of ways we can do it. I know they say we should do it Sunday to Sunday, but I'm not close to doing it Saturday to Saturday and doing it either like Saturday after our call because I know Sundays most people go to church, so we're not going to be able to do it Sunday after the call. And then Sunday evenings or Saturday evenings can get tricky. So tell me what y'all think. Um, because we need to do it Sunday to Sunday or Saturday to Saturday. Um, or I mean, we could pick any day of the week, really. It's our world squirrel. We could do it how we want to do it. So let's think about that until tomorrow so that we can put a date on it and get it done. I spoke to a woman I haven't spoken to in months, and she told me yesterday, you know, Darlaina, I'm so glad you called. It's been so crazy for me, but I just started reading this book called The Artist's Way. She said, I'm on the first week and it has been delightful and refreshing. And I am really getting back to my creativity in just 1 week. So I know I can only imagine what's going to happen over this 100 days, but these 12 weeks mixed in with that. So we definitely going to start this weekend at some point, whether that's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. One of the days we have got to start. Or if it's Thursday, what's today? Oh, today Thursday. It's Thursday right now. So it gotta be Saturday, it gotta be Saturday or Sunday. Gotta be Saturday or Sunday. And it's a commitment. It's definitely a commitment. And I have to make it. I have to make it because I am working to change so many major things in my life that I have to make the commitment and I have to make it now. And I'm just saying, y'all can come with me. Saturday, everybody saying Saturday, Saturday after the call. We like it's gonna be for 12 weeks. We just gotta do it for 12 weeks. And we can jump right from our law of attraction straight to the artist way so we can get this done. So I think, Sherry, I think you can use a actual notebook because when I look at the workbook, the workbook, they just want you to write 3 pages every morning. So at 3 pages every morning that you write, but you don't read them. You just write freehand. And when I open up the journal, it really just has um like quotes on them. So I don't think that just having pages with quotes is a big deal. Um, so, like this page says, there's no wrong way to do morning pages. These daily morning meanderings are meant to be art. It says morning pages map out our own interior. Without them, our dreams may remain terra incognita. And so it's just saying stuff like that, just reminding you why it's important to do the morning pages. So the
Well,
morning
I started, Darlena, I started this morning.
you did?
Saturday, there's a special event at my church,
Okay.
so I'm on the vestry. So
Okay.
I would have to miss this Saturday, but I
Okay.
won't miss next Saturday.
Okay.
And if
All
you
right.
do
That's good.
Sunday afternoon, I could do it too. So
Okay. Okay.
that's just for me. I mean,
Okay. I got you.
everybody else can give their feedback.
Okay. All right, cool. But yeah, so I think that the journal is not as necessary as the actual book. Because it looks like it just has, I mean, it does have some stuff in here. You got,
Darlena, what's the name of the book? I'm sorry.
I can read that to us when we get to it. I can read that to it. It's called The Artist's Way.
Oh, thank
It
you.
is a 12-week, um, it says The Artist's Way, A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity. It is by Julia Cameron. And right now, this is the book that I got is the 30th anniversary. I think Manya has the 20 something, but it's the same. We
Thank
didn't
you.
see too much of a difference in it. And I went and got it from Barnes and Nobles, the two piece together. It was $40 at Barnes and Nobles, but I saw on Amazon it was only $30. I paid $12 extra wanting to have it in the same day. But Amazon, you still can have it in 2 days. So absolutely, Amazon is the cheapest way to go to get the two pieces together. Um, I mean, there is some benefit to having it, I see. I see that each week there seems to be a passage to start the week. But if you don't get this one, I'll just read that part to us and we'll go from there. But yeah, the artist way. We're gonna start in a couple days. I know you have yours, Dr. Long. I sent yours to you. Did you get the workbook? Hold on, press the button.
Can you hear me? I
Yes.
listen. I like the morning pages, and it it's just so good to have something to write just the minute your eyes pop open, because you're going to get downloads that you will not think
And
about
that's
any of the
exactly what
rest of
she
the day.
talks about. That's exactly what she talks about. That
And you
you
don't
will get,
edit it. You
don't edit and you just
listen. I
write.
was writing it in the dark.
And
and,
then don't,
and
and then she
it looked
says,
like pig Latin when I started trying to read it. I
and
said,
she
"Oh,
said,
this is."
don't read them. Over this 12 weeks, you're going to write, but you're not going to read them. You're not going to show it to anybody. You're just going to write and see what comes out. And that's it. You're going to go back to it much later, but not so
Oh, some interesting
in
stuff
the
came
morning, it's
out.
just going to just write. Just write. Just write.
And
Okay.
this 100 days is on point too, because that's from now till the end of the year, so that we are ready to step off into day one
Yes.
of 2026. And then
Yes.
by June, we're going to Egypt.
Yes.
Man, we're
Yes.
in orbit.
So
Man,
excited.
Egypt it is.
Oh, so it's so much coming up. First of all, next year is just going to be a straight up travel year, period. That's what I foresee in my world.
Hmm,
I
Being,
foresee that in my world as well.
good. I'm
yes.
gonna put my wheelie by the door.
She said I would put my wheelie by the door. Put your wheelie by the door because we out. I actually spoke about you yesterday to Rodney, who's the content creator at Rice, and he said, "Well, you get her here. I'll put her in it. I'll put her on that couch and let her talk and tell the stories." I said, "Okay, all right." So I'm so grateful for all that we're getting to do. We are really now after this is 1,367 days on 1,367 days. That's 1,000 days plus a whole year, right? Multiple years that we've been here, that we are now putting structure in place that's going to get us to the next level.
That's what it is.
Talking is
Exactly.
wonderful. Talking is wonderful. It's motivation. It's inspirational. But we got to do something now. We got to change something now. So we on it. So with that being said, Dr. Law, will you please? Yes, you did, Noreen. Noreen said I joined at the right time. Yes, yes, you did. So Dr. Long, will you please give us the blessing for today?
Am I still unmuted?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, great. You know how happy I am to talk. Hey, come on, everybody. We have been saying these things for so long. We're putting this in the law for ourselves. Please pay attention really to what you're saying so that it comes up like right place, right. So you don't have to have any kind of doubt about it. If you show up there, that makes it the right place. Okay,
Absolutely.
let's go. I am blessed going in.
Blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
That's coming out.
I'm blessed in the city.
Blessed in the
I'm
city.
blessed in the field
Blessed in
because
the,
I'm always in the right place at the right time
always in the right
with
place.
the right people
Right people.
doing the right thing
Right
for
thing.
the right reasons.
Right reason.
And everything's in divine order. That's a declaration, divine order.
Everything's in divine order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us
Extend an open hand of favor to us
that we may do no harm.
that we may do no harm.
And we let go and let God.
And we let go and let God
Then go with the flow
go with the flow
and let the blessings and the money roll in
and let the blessings and the money roll in
from the north, south, east, and west,
from the north, south, east, and west,
from above and beneath,
from above and beneath,
from known and unknown sources.
from known and unknown sources.
We always have, oh, go ahead. You tell us
Uh,
about the money.
we have supernatural unlimited money, so it's supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out. We always have more than enough. More than enough to do anything our heart desires, y'all. Put that list out there. And anything to more than enough to do what God puts on our hearts to do for others, like the Darlaina Rose Foundation. That's what we're doing. We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep
Yes, yes.
because our bank is
Heaven.
and we're the branch banks. And you know what branch banks do for their community? They take care of it, don't they?
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on now, branch bank. Look at yourself.
Mhm.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah already said it. Heaven.
Love y'all.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. And I'm excited for the 100 days, and I'm also excited for the Artist Way. I'm excited for the testimonial that I got from my friend on a random call yesterday. Like literally thought of her, called her, and she said, "Oh, all this has been going crazy, but I started the Artist Way." So I'm looking forward to having the same testimonials as we go along. And I will be intentional about that. It's just going to be in the Zoom space. It's not going to be on social media. I'm going to record it for use later. It will probably end up in the private groups for them to be able to follow along if they so choose. So get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready for something special, 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 special. It doesn't cost any money, but if you want to be on it, a part of it, you have got to come into the Zoom room. That's how it's got to be. All right, y'all.